Drip, 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 drip.
Yo! Bro, I'm actually gonna go fucking bananas.
Drip, 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 and I snort. Bill's a fat cuck, and his wifey is a horse. Counting up his steps like a stripper, he's a whore. Shoot him in the face, cause there's thugs on the floor. Whale tail and I'm sipping, post nasal I'm dripping. Cat crying downstairs, send that bitch back to the kitchen. I got all my trolls in chat, sending fake tips and they charging right back. And they charging right back. And they charging right back. And they charging right back.
Diesel drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. I can't turn it off. I can't make it stop. Then I'm like, damn, my post-nasal drip is going. My sinuses are inflamed. My throat is gunked up. What is going on here? Damn.
Snort, snort, snort,
Code. Drip.
snort, snort,
I got the drip go.
snort, snort, snort,
Code. Drip.
snort, snort,
I got the drip go. Damn, I got the drip go. I got the tips go. Clear your throat. Blow your nose. Damn. Clear your throat. Please tip me. Damn. Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. Damn.
snort, snort, snort,
Code. Drip.
snort, snort,
I got the drip go.
snort, snort, snort,
Code. Drip.
snort, snort,
I got the drip go. 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 You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not really authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Pizza pie! Mega the pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese! Pizza pie! Lucio pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Crazy meat! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Mega the pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the oven! Mozzarella! And delicious! Taking it all of them! Roll it out, they toss in the air! Pizza pie! Mega the pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Lucio pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvano cheese! Salvano greasy shit! Crazy meat! Weird sauce! The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Mega the pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take it all of them. Roll it out, they toss in the air. Pizza pie! Mega the pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Lucio pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Mega the pizza pie! Pizza to the pizza pie. Mega the pizza pie. Greasy shit. Pizza pie. Felipe. Pizza pie. Cheese. Pizza pie. Lucio. Pizza pie. Weird sauce. Pizza pie. Crazy meat. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. And these seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian, I love it.
Hey guys, it's Derek here, and I wanted to apologize to Reese Robbins. I'm extremely sorry, and I wanted to tell Reese that she will always be one of my many favorite porn stars to watch.
The chap is here. The chap is coming. Let me repeat that again. The chap is here. The chap is coming. And are you looking for things to suck? Cumin. Oi, 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 oi. Cumin. Hardcore. Cumin. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Cumin. They fucked me again, left and right. I'm the fuck out of these guys. Punching the guy's penis. And now you're looking for things to suck. And my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point. Cumin.
Never tipping, never drop a gifted sub. Yeah, I'm lurking, yeah, I'm jerking. Yeah, I'm busting nuts. I've been stroking for so long. Stroking. Little Derek starts to hurt.
I'm glad to hear that, Derek. The chap is here. The chap is coming. Let me repeat that again. The chap is here. The chap is coming. And now you're looking for things to suck. Cumin. Oi, 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 oi. Cumin. Hardcore. Cumin. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Cumin. Derek, what's going on? I said I love cumin. I'm glad to hear that, Derek.
My name's Derek. Bye.
Oh, brothers, brother.
But I'm telling you, I did spend money on mobile games in the past. I admit it. That's how I know how addictive they can be. That's how I know how bad they are for people to get caught in that kind of addictive nature. I remember playing, and it was an event. The Hulk Hogan card was in it, right? It was a legendary old school back in the day 1980s Hulk Hogan card.
We've been hanging and banging, brother.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Keep spending.
If they ain't 6 stars, I don't wanna
Buy more.
spending all my money on this Hogan.
Hopefully for 2 more hours you ran out. Buy more.
If it ain't 6 stars,
Keep spending.
if it ain't 6 stars, I don't want it. All these pools, yeah, I'm about to bust. Spending all my money on these Hogans like I'm Elon Musk.
Ridiculous amounts of money. I know it was probably hundreds of dollars for this event. I earned the car.
Spending all my money on this Hogan.
Keep spending. I earned the car.
If they ain't 6 stars, I don't wanna
Buy more.
spending all my money on this Hogan.
Hopefully for 2 more hours you ran out. Buy more.
If it ain't 6 stars,
Keep spending.
if it ain't 6 stars, I don't want it.
I earned the card, right? I'm like proud of myself. Oh my god, I actually earned this card, and wow, it was very hard to do. I'm one of the few people in the game who even earned it. I think it was only like 20 people in the whole game who had the card or whatever. Okay? And I can tell you exactly what happened. Immediately after I earned that card,
All right, Hogan's. All right.
1 week they announced.
Ready, boy. Roll my intro. Introduce me, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
introducing the chocolate starfish.
Meerkat Mob.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Everyone. Yes, everyone. Yes.
Yes. Hello, my fellow carjackers, Grand Theft Auto enthusiasts, and criminals. We are here today to solve the case of the century, the case of the stolen tire. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch some cool, interesting, probably not very interactive, but clips and stuff like we usually do. So I guess the too long didn't read of the story that I haven't even told yet is the Dave got his car tire stolen, and that happened in the parking lot of the mall where Cat works. DSP didn't hesitate to tell us exactly where Cat works, which is kind of bizarre from the person that wants to protect his family. But anyways, it's really, really shady, and people have a lot of theories about what happened, which are super entertaining. I've listened to a bunch of them. They are very entertaining. It's very interesting, and they really make you think about a lot of stuff. So we're gonna watch his crybaby stream from yesterday. That's the best way I could define it, as a crybaby stream. And I'm gonna be playing some video games, I guess. I guess that's what I do. So anyways, let's see from the horse's mouth. Excuse me, from the pig roach's mouth. It translated through the horse's mouth. What actually happened? Because it's a very, very bizarre situation. It's a crime that I don't know. It looks very shady, very suspicious. There are some things that just don't make a lot of sense. And just a disclaimer, I don't have a car. I have a driver's license because pretty much everybody around here needs to have one. But I don't know shit about cars. So if you're looking for a car expertise, go look elsewhere. Because I can't change a tire myself, honestly. I would have to take the DSP way and call my dad, which is something that we're going to get into. So this is the Aquatil clip. I believe this is as much context as necessary for the sake of actually having an idea of what is happening. So let's get into this. Let's find out what actually happened. Sound good? It's like almost a 40-minute clip. All right, let's... Okay. Let's go here.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to a very special stream and a very special video that I was...
Okay, I need the video before this, because before this, the announcement of the drama was very interesting. So I had to look it up, because this was happening just when I was going to bed, and people in the Discord were blowing up. It's like, what? Somebody stole his tire? It's like, what? But yeah, I think this is the one, right? This is the Hate Army edition.
Shout out to Hate Army.
Your name is Hate Army?
Your name is Hate Army?
Hate Army shout out.
Good vibes to the Hate Army.
Good
Shout
vibes
out
to
for
the Hate Army.
Thank you for being chill. Thanks for being a great audience.
Did it happen
when I come
here?
back, it would be great if, at the very least, if we could hit the tier 1 tip scope. That would be great
yes.
for today. But outside of that, everything else has been great. All right, so please enjoy the break. I'll be back shortly with more. Everyone, I've got ridiculously bad news. Let me come back on camera. Can you hear me? I need to tell you all what's going on. I have to cancel the rest of the stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tonight. Here we go again.
Drama segment.
Insane.
Begin.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
Let me, I guess, I'm not going to even, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to upload this right now.
So, okay, before we begin, I guess there's 3 schools of thought from what I've seen. First of all is, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit to justify all the money that he recently got, that inflated amount being gone on something else. It's all bullshit. Second one is, it's true, but he lied about the amount that he got charged, so he can inflate that amount, so he can justify all that money he got recently being gone. And the third is that it's all true, and he's just a fucking idiot for not being able to handle it himself, and he had to pay people a bunch of money to buy a tire and get it installed on his car. So let's see what we're gonna think after this. Because I was watching Raven stream. They're still going, and they're going really deep into this, which is something that I love. This is one of my favorite thing about the detractor stuff, that they really want to go really deep into this. They were analyzing the parking lot. They were analyzing the reflections, Google Maps. Everything was like FBI level of investigation, which was super entertaining. I just want to see it at face value. Just watch those clips, because today we're having a podcast and we'll have to talk about it. So I want to actually know what I'm going to be talking about. So we're going to watch some clips. All right. And I would advise you, if you're interested in the investigation, you can go check out the Hoodlum Hour stream either now or later on demand. You know, you figure it out. It's your decision.
So First of all, let's do a $7 tip shout out here.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, thanks Dave. I got a tip that either came through 4 hours ago or it was just like an offline type tip, so I would like to shout it out. Big ups Gangsta Martinez.
Love you, Mayakit. Keep doing God's work. Less than 3.
Thank you, less than 3. Big ups Gangsta. So yeah, let's get into this like proper style.
To Darren.
Shout out Darren.
So Darren is saying that this meme today is derailing the chat and you guys need to fucking stop immediately. Well, guess what? I agree. Everyone stop with the cherry meme right now.
The cherry meme.
And I'm done with it because now I'm really upset and it has nothing to do with you guys. But I'm done.
What's up with the cherry meme, by the way? Is it cherry juice for the gout or is it cherry pimps for Derek? What's the cherry meme for? Because I don't get it. That's apparently a recent thing.
But right now, everyone just cut the shit out with the dumb fucking meme, okay? All right. So here's what's happening.
Yeah, we can call him Cherik. That's pretty good. Cherik. Shout out Cherik.
I go on break. I check my phone. My wife has been texting me saying, call me immediately. I need your help. All right. I
should have sent an email.
Wife. She's at work. Do you want to know what happened? You ready for this shit? You're never going to fucking believe this shit. Are you ready for
people
this?
never believe anything you tell them. So just say it out loud already.
Jasper, I'm sorry. You got to get off my lap right now, buddy. I'm not in a good mood.
Is that in a good mood, buddy?
She gets out of work.
Drinking iced coffee, by the way. Shout out.
And it's not even like she wasn't even getting out yet. She was on break. So she went to the car. The fucking car is on a jack. Someone stole our tire off the fucking car in the parking lot.
Bunch of Moulignons. They were trying to take my shoes. I fought them off, but they cut my fucking head open. The fucking jigaboo cocksucking motherfuckers.
Hey, yo.
Meerkat Mall.
This is how bad the crime has gotten out here in the Seattle area. Someone just stole our fucking tire off of our car while it was parked in a parking lot.
Yeah, they left the jack though, which is like a really stupid thing to do, assuming that there's fingerprints on it, and it was just like a random person stole it in a parking lot. Really silly. It's really weird.
Black guy from the neighborhood.
But also, because I've seen people be very surprised by how stupid the thieves are. They have nothing on Eastern European gypsy people. They would steal anything, and they would steal it in the dumbest way humanly possible. So at this point, nothing really surprises me. I'm not surprised by stupid thieves. There's a whole subgenre of comedy based around making fun of gypsies stealing stuff. It's like, it doesn't amaze me. It really doesn't. That they stole something and they did it in a really stupid way.
One of the other kids saw him. What?
Did I say anything? A black guy. Imagine that. It's just, you know, I can't believe it.
I'm not listening to this shit.
Why don't you admit it? You're thinking exactly what I'm thinking. What, is it my fault? You're twice as likely to be robbed by a black?
That is so fucking racist.
Happens to be a fact.
White or African American, you're more likely to steal if you're in a lower income bracket, which most African Americans are.
Good, then you'll feel better when the next one takes your car stereo.
So they took the whole tire and the bolts, meaning they took the tire off and they didn't leave the bolts. So now we have a spare, but we can't put the spare on the car because we have no fucking bolts to put the spare on the car.
Those were some Eastern European representatives, dude. There's no way these motherfuckers were American. They stole the fucking everything, dude.
They stole them.
They should have just left the tire and stole the whole car.
Okay.
Man,
so my wife is stuck there. She can't leave, obviously, and she was waiting for a coworker to be able to go on break and take her to the car store. You know, like one of these car parts stores.
The car
explain
store.
To them our car make and model, and hopefully they'd give us bolts or sell us bolts, so we can at least get the spare on to drive. I
found out that's called a lug nut, apparently. So I learned something out of this.
Our home. This now means I now have to, at some point, I doubt it's going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow, do you really think that a place is going to be able to take us in emergency tomorrow? I can
emergency.
But
bro, he's acting like the car got a heart attack or something. You gotta replace a tire, dude. Just look up a fucking YouTube video. Everything is a massive emergency with him, even like casual shit. Because this is, I know somebody stole your tire, but you know, improvise, adapt, overcome, you know, all that stuff that he claims he does a lot. And now it's like, oh my god, man, I need to bring in for emergency rescue. They need to like airdrop, not airdrop, what was the other way? Like a helicopter is gonna come and pick up his car and take it to the emergency car repair store. Some silly shit, man. This dude is an actual, like, an actual joke.
Within the next day or two, I'm now gonna have to take time off of work to take this to a car place.
Why can't your wife do it?
I need a wheel immediately, right? I need a new fucking tire. I can't drive on 3 tires, and I don't want to drive on the spare more than just, you know, a minor thing. You know,
medevac.
I have to buy a whole new
They're gonna medevac his car.
Tire now. And the other thing is when you get a new tire and you're weighing it with other tires, now the alignment's off, right? Now I can't afford 4 new fucking tires for this car.
4 tires?
Now I have to buy 1 tire to replace the stolen one. Like, this is so fucked up.
Right? Come on, man. Just buy a new car at this point. DSP the type of guy to just buy a new car. Because he's like this with everything else. His dishwasher breaks, we can't fix it. We're just gonna buy a new one. Because if we fix it, it could break again. And then we'll have to fix it again.
It's just like, it's just frustration to the point of like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened? I just had a week and a half that was amazingly positive. We had great streams, great support. And now, of course, this has to happen to negate that, right?
Negate
that. So now, all that positivity...
oh, dude. Like, how can he be sitting there claiming that he's a happy person? Every day is the happiest day of his life. And be talking about shit like this. Oh, man, I had, like, such an amazing time and this negated it. This is such a negative person. This is such a negative outlook in life. How can you be happy like this? This is such a downer mentality.
Cat has multiple spare tires.
No, that's spare Tyrones. It's not tires. Sway, keyboard, elf, Baxter. You got it wrong.
Guess
should pay attention more next time.
Guess what? Now I can't stream for the rest of the...
Maybe the Tyrones could have just carried her home on piggyback. Why not? Maybe he could have carried her home on piggyback because he's a piggy.
Stream, I'm done. I can't stream anymore. I might not be here tonight because what I gotta do, I gotta call my dad to talk about this.
This game looks great. Too bad I'm not paying any attention.
The car guy. Then I gotta probably take an Uber out there to be with my wife because I don't want to leave her there alone. So I'm probably gonna take an Uber out to the mall to be with her for all this is going on. You know,
bro, this Uber driver, I'm sure he wanted to drive his car into a lake because this dude would be the most obnoxious dude in an Uber, especially if he had like a talkative driver. And the dude is like, hey, what's up with you, man? Or in some kind of accent as like the stereotypical, like whatever. And DSP, oh my god, you're not gonna fucking believe this. Now, there's so many fucking stupid ass criminals. Like, man, they stole my tire off of my car. I really I would have beat the shit out of somebody, man.
It's fucked up. And now I don't know if I'll be here tonight.
He's gonna be such a tough guy.
At all. And I don't know what's going to happen. Tomorrow's supposed to be my day off, but I have no fucking tire for this car. I don't even know if it's safe to drive on a spare for my day off just to do my errands and shit. That's what I mean. I got to talk to my dad about this.
We got to talk to daddy.
Figure all this shit out. Okay.
You can't just like watch a YouTube video. You can't just look it up. I don't know, man. You can just look it up. I could look it up right now. What to do if I don't know, if you're lacking a tire or something. It's not that hard.
So I'm out of here for now, guys. Obviously, I didn't want to end the stream now. That was not my intention, but now I gotta go to figure all this out. Like I said, I'm gonna call my dad. I'm gonna call an Uber. I'm gonna get out there, and I'm gonna have to handle it, you know, in any way that I fucking can. This is fucking bullshit, you know. Now, here's the thing. Now, how do I even tell my wife, how do you feel safe when you're at work if at any point someone could just fucking rob our car? What? In a normal parking lot. This is not an empty parking lot. There's people in and out. So that means people, you know, they just did it and no one said nothing. No one cared. Right? It's unfucking believable.
But because, like, it just looks like somebody is trying to change their tire or something. If somebody random just sees someone jacking up a car on, like, a jack and taking the tire off, they're just gonna think it's a normal person trying to change their own tire or something. They don't really think... They're not like DSP. When everything they think, they're super paranoid in life and thinking everybody's a criminal. This would look like a kind of a normal thing. Somebody in a parking lot trying to change a tire or something.
Sounds like I'm going to have a story to tell you guys.
if I do come
I have
back
a story
tonight,
to tell.
if I do come back tonight on a late stream, it'll probably be just me talking about this and doing Q&A rather than gameplay.
Of course.
I'm gonna be pretty fucking frustrated.
And you know, he low-key likes this because he's used to it. Like, his brain associates this kind of stuff with profit. So it naturally makes him want to have streams like this, when it's him just coming back and doing a bunch of random drama and, you know, not getting anything done, but just crying about his issue, venting to the internet. You know, he low-key wants to do this.
Frustrated. Okay?
Because it's like, it's something happened, dude. It's an actual, like, event, you know? For once.
Did I save the game? I think I saved.
It doesn't matter.
I did.
The game
Let me
doesn't
save
matter.
again.
Fuck the
We're
game.
done. I can't even fucking play now. Fucking I'm gonna go beat the shit out of someone.
He's gonna go beat the shit out of someone. Bro, the only thing he can beat the shit out of is his meat. And we've seen he's not even very good at that.
Right?
He's gonna beat the shit out of
fuck someone up, but
gonna fuck
Okay,
someone
guys.
up. In what, in Street Fighter?
So that's it. I'm ending
What
the
a
stream
big
here.
gangsta.
Tonight, there may or may not be a late stream. If there is, it's probably not going to be Final Fantasy like it was supposed to be. Thanks for understanding. And this was a great stream. I was having fun with
Oh, yeah, it
Zelda,
was a
but
great
now
stream,
I gotta
dude.
get out of here and make some phone calls, all right? So, guys, thank you for understanding. Maybe I'll be here tonight. Follow me on, Twitter. I'll let you know.
Bro.
I'll post up here on the channel page. I'll let you know what's going on.
Okay, next video.
I'm planning on doing.
This is it. 40 minutes, dude. It's the 40-minute crying segment.
Boy, do I have the story to tell you.
Rue.
So, first of all, tonight, if you contribute anyone, this will be an interactive stream. If you do contribute in any way, all right.
All right.
I will do my best to shout out any, shout out stuff. Thank you. For example, Hot Pocket.
Oh, I think I think I'm gonna run a poll in chat to see. Okay, so like I said earlier, the 3 schools of thought. Which team are you on? Let's do this in teams again. Which team are you on? Which team is? Yeah, which team is tire theft best? Team real. Hashtag team real, but how do we call this? Real but over exaggerated? That's way too long. I'm not even gonna have real but inflated. That's a good one. And then we got hashtag team fake for pity bucks, or I don't know. So I want to see what you think. Okay, let's go. Let's ask the community.
Me $1.50 and says, "I hope you called the police."
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
I get
He's
ahead of
known for
ourselves.
calling
I
the
thought it was
police.
$1.25, wasn't it? No, I don't know. I deleted it already. Yes, it is the same person because then they did $1.28. It said, "Hopefully you called the police. If not, that was stupid." Now you're getting ahead of yourself. So people are watching this. They're like, "Call the police." Wait, what's the story Phil's about to tell us? You've gotten ahead of yourself. You have to start when you're telling a story. It's important always. Here's a pro tip for everyone out there. When you're going to tell a story,
okay,
you have to start that story from the beginning.
Yeah, is this why it took him like 4 hours to get to the part of his wedding stream where he actually had a wedding? That's why, because he's really good at storytelling. That's why all his stories are like 4 hours long. And feature multiple detours and derailments into talking about stuff that either happened in the past, he thought would happen but didn't happen, or never really happened and they would never be able to happen. You know what I mean. Big up Swaggy Davis, looking like a slice of fresh apple pie.
And then gradually, as more details,
it's more like cherry pie. Big ups to the cherry pimp.
Unfold, you allow that story to blossom and grow into a narrative.
Ah,
You can't
yes.
just start at the end.
Mr. Narrative
make
Pusher,
sense.
let's go.
You got way ahead of yourself. He said, "Call the cops." No. You don't start by calling the cops. You have to tell.
We start by crying about it on the internet.
For God's sakes. Okay.
Is that where we start?
Anyway, thank you.
Crying
That was
about
a hot
shit.
pocket. So yes, if contributions do come in tonight, much appreciated, especially with the story I'm about to tell you. And I will shout them out, and I will do my best, okay?
Gonna do his
so
best.
here we go. So, I'm here after having a great week and a half of streaming, everything going great. We're ending the week on a strong note. I'm doing my Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stream early.
Now, real quick, why I don't think it's fake is because he recently realized that he doesn't even need to tell you anything. He doesn't need to give you a long, embellished story with a lot of details that he can get, you know, tangled up in and get a bunch of shit wrong. With the health arc or the mystery problems behind the scenes arc, he realized he can just tell you something bad is happening and he's gonna be an asshole, and then he can be an asshole about it. So this is pretty excessive if it was fake. With him like showing pictures and all that shit, I do believe the price of everything was inflated to match the amount of money that was gone after the recent influx of funds. But that's all I think. I think it's real but inflated. That's my team for this saga.
Earlier,
I like the team mechanics because we get everybody's points of view across and we get to look at different perspectives.
I have a giant hole in my sock. Holy shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the hole in my sock. Like everything else isn't bad enough. Look at there's holes in my sock.
Really?
See it? A hole.
Really? Dude.
God damn it.
That's the gout crystals bursting through.
Let's get back to the story. So
they solidified.
I'm streaming Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay? We're having a good time. Right? We're about 2 hours into my stream. It's time for my break. Okay?
Okay.
So I go on my break and I lift up my phone and I notice, oh shit, my wife has been texting me for about 30 minutes or so, but you know, I've been playing the game, so I'm not paying attention to my phone particularly. You know, as you guys know, I have everything on silent in the office on purpose so that there's no distractions during streams.
This is not a good idea. Like they said on the Raven stream, they said you should set it up so if your wife decides to call you, she can bypass the do not disturb mode. And you can do this on pretty much every phone. You can do it on my phone. You can do it on iPhones. He has an iPhone. He can do it. But yeah, this it's a bad idea because if an actual emergency happens and this woman like ends up in a hospital or something, this dude won't even know. He's not even gonna know.
Necessary when you've been doxxed multiple times and all your shit's on the internet, you gotta make sure everything's...
No, you posted all your shit on the internet. You posted your address on your actual business card. You showed your actual address and your phone number and your email address on the internet. Like literally all of the information people got you comes from you initially.
Silent so you don't get interrupted. And so as soon as I go on break, I see this like, oh shit. So I call her right away. I said, what's going on? And she says, so basically, she was getting, I don't even remember what the story was exactly because the whole thing hit me so hard. I don't know if she was going on break.
Hit him so hard.
Or she was actually getting out of
She's
work,
acting like somebody broke into his house or something.
She was leaving her job and she walked into the parking lot. And as she's walking to the car, she realizes, she's looking at it, she's like, what in the hell? Our car, get this, which is locked, secure, everything should be safe, is supported by a car jack, and a tire is missing.
Help!
Okay? If you don't believe me, I have evidence.
He has evidence. He has a photo of it. Yep, look at it.
That is our car in the parking lot of where my wife works, missing a fucking tire.
And I love the mentality of I'm gonna take a picture of this because internet trolls are not gonna believe me because I've been so full of shit that at this point they don't believe anything from me. So he needs to take photos of everything just to have more credibility because he has like actual negative amounts of credibility.
The entire tire, not just the rubber. The entire tire has been removed. And as if to be extra dickish, they took the lug nuts.
Okay.
They took those fucking lug nuts with them. They did not leave them. Okay? That is what she sees when she's coming out to the car after work. So, the funny thing is they left their jack. But I hate to tell you guys this, I'm not sure if you're aware, what do they call it? Economies of scale, or, you know,
you are bankrupt, DSP. Cut this shit. Cut this shit. You don't know any of those economies. You know the economies of pulling and the laws of pulls. The laws of contributions, too.
Exchange. The value of a car's entire wheel is not equivalent to the value of a car jack. It is a very unfair exchange. And although I appreciate the fact that they actually left the car jack, all right, sadly, it is not a fair trade. And
you know, there's such a thing as I guess remorseful theft, when somebody's actually sorry about it. Because I have a quick story to tell that happened when I was in university. I'll go real quick so I don't derail everything. In university one night, me and my roommates, we decided to go out and about to clubs and party and stuff. Some of us came back early because we were too messed up. There was a couple of people that stayed out. But we left the door unlocked by accident, and somebody broke into the house during the night. However, we discovered through plenty of evidence that was left around the house that they were drunk as fuck. And they stole our internet modem, and we had a router. But apparently there was two people, and one of them kind of felt some kind of a remorse, I guess, because the router was concealed by a massive sausage. So the other person couldn't find it and steal that as well. So apparently one of them was a remorseful thief. And that's what happened. We saved the router in the end. It was really ridiculous. And they were obviously drunk because like there was boxes that were stabbed violently with a knife. The modem that was stolen was actually cut off from the wires instead of being like unplugged. It was actually like weird. So I'm thinking maybe it was just some dudes that needed a tire for a Corolla or something. And they just saw this one and were like, ah, man, it sucks we gotta do this, but we're gonna do this. So I don't know. There's so many things that could have happened. It's ridiculous. And the sausage was taken from our fridge. It's not like they brought a sausage with them. Just to clarify the sausage mechanics.
I am sorry. I appreciate the nice gesture, perhaps, but it's just not right. Okay? So this is what my wife sees when she's going out to her car. Like, what the fuck? So she runs back inside, and of course, first thing she does, she tells the other people she works with what's going on. They call mall security. Mall security gets involved, comes out, looks
Shout
at the
out
car.
to Paul
Mall
Blart.
Security basically says, "Well, we can't touch anything. We're not.
Yeah, you can't do anything, bro. Not true investigators.
Do anything here with that. You got to call the police. You got to file a police report. That's how it's handled. And then once the police are involved, it's the police's job then to contact you and us. And when they contact us, they may ask us for information. All right? Now, the good news here is that at the shopping center where, my wife works, there's cameras everywhere.
Nice.
Like, I'm not...
We doxed the shopping center, you guys. It's awesome. Super positive.
I'm not even kidding you. I wish this was an exact...
But yeah, I mean, at this point, it's pretty clear where Cat works. With all this talk about protecting his family, he's pretty generous with telling us exactly where she works, and you can just find her. But I mean, if you're crazy enough to fuck with him in real life, I guess you wouldn't be having a hard time seeing how much of his info is just out there.
A joke. It's literally not. There is an actual
Phil
camera.
don't need a car. He can just ride home on his horse.
Yeah, or she could ride him on a piggyback. There you go.
Was Raven's Giops fruitful or no?
What was his ops? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I'm not even like joking or something. I thought on his stream they're just trying to investigate if it was real or not. I don't know what op you're talking about. Big ups for the membership, Gonzo Shitcack, and Vac412 for the super chat, and Vikes. Big ups.
Bruh. Set up about 20-30 feet away from where this happened in the parking lot. It's right there. It's a security camera, and it's must have gotten something on video of this. It had to have, okay? But what you got to understand is around here, crime is very high, so there's potential that if someone actually did this, there's absolutely no way that they're going to get them because likely they were probably wearing a hoodie, a mask.
Are we gonna what, bro? If they were wearing a hoodie and a mask, this would make their whole crime that they were committing way more suspicious. You would probably have an easier time getting away with it if you're not wearing a hoodie and a mask, and it looks like you're just casually fixing your own tire on your car because nobody would know. That reminds me of like when in Breaking Bad, when Mike just infiltrated a warehouse of like one of those companies by just acting normal. Because sometimes all you gotta do is just act normal and people are not even gonna question or say anything.
Probably wearing things that would, hide their identity.
Yes.
You might say, well, if someone's gonna steal your entire wheel off of your car, they couldn't just walk away with it. They must have had like somewhere to put it. I mean, you're right. They probably drove up in a car, removed it, tossed it in their car and drove away. But the question is, would that have been caught on camera? What information could the car have a license plate, or is it a fake license plate, a stolen, expired license plate on a car doing this kind of stuff? Correct?
Correct.
As my dad always said, rent-a-cops are useless. All they have is a maglite and a roll of quarters to call the real police. Also big ups insomnia.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, what do you expect from Paul Blart? What is he supposed to do? They're not gonna do anything.
So
they're responsible if they catch somebody, I don't know, stealing something, like shoplifting something from fucking Walmart or something. I don't know.
My wife is talking with mall security
exactly
about this at this shopping center and basically getting all this information about what she should do, how she should file a police report. And, then I went on break. I called her and she's like, well, I don't even know what to do. And I was like, well, let me think about this. Is there a spare in the trunk? So they checked and there is a spare tire in the trunk.
Okay, so crisis averted.
The problem is there's no lug nuts because they took the lug nuts.
Oh, they stole the lug nuts.
So you can't just put the spare tire on. You need to get lug nuts for the damn thing to put it on, okay? So that's issue number one. Issue number two is how quickly could you maybe like get a replacement wheel? And the answer is if it was just the tire, you could take it to any tire place. Like you could literally take this to, whatchamacallit.
Hey, big ups to whatchamacallit. I buy all my stuff from there.
Like Goodyear or something like that.
Or
you could probably
Bridgestone.
get a tire right away and it wouldn't even be an issue, right? But the fact is, they took the whole wheel. So I need to get a specific wheel type for this car, which likely they probably don't even have something like that just sitting around in
Probably
stock,
they don't even
right?
have.
So already you're talking about that's going to be a pain in the butt, right?
Again, he's making himself paranoid even more by making up details about what's about to happen. Man, they're probably not even going to have this. And when I go there, they're probably going to be closed because, I don't know, like the manager, he got like a heart attack or something. Probably. I don't know. It's probably. Like, why would you do this to yourself? You're just making yourself even more nervous and paranoid about fantasizing about events that you don't know if they're going to happen. And there's no proof that they're going to happen or not.
Right?
But it's Phil. It's just the way his brain works.
It's not just, just get the tire replaced. Like
because he's realized when his brain works like that, people help him out by doing stuff for him and making everything easy for him. So it's easier for him, for his brain to work like that than any other way.
Tire popped. It's, the whole freaking assembly is missing off of the car. Okay? So, that's the issue there. So we're talking about what should I do? So in the meantime, I said to my wife, I said, let me call. My dad knows more about cars. He'll kind of know. He'll be more minded on what to do about it.
His daddy knows everything.
In the meantime,
Daddy Burnell.
work
Daddy
there with
Dave.
the security and file a police report. Get that moving, so that way that's in process. While on my end,
it's a 2017 Corolla, not a 69 GT.
Yeah, it's one of the pretty common consumer cars. It's like a Toyota Corolla. It's a common car. It's pretty crazy. He thinks it's like a 6-star Hogan of cars or something.
I try to figure out what else we're gonna do here. Okay. So, I call my dad and we have a conversation about it. My dad is very level-headed about this stuff.
Yeah, because somebody has to be.
You basically got to get it to a car place. You got to get them to look and basically see what tires and order one for you. There's nothing you can do about it. They're gonna have to order a tire.
His daddy told him there's nothing you can do. It runs in the family.
Have one there.
Hey, Philly boy, there's nothing you can do, boy.
A situation where
just give up. Just pay the money.
This spare tire on the car and drive it around. Is it secure? Is the spare tire good? Right. And the good news is I've owned this car since it was new, and I never used the spare tire before. So the spare tire should be fine, okay? Just an issue that I don't have any lug nuts for the damn thing because they took them, okay?
I want my lug
dad,
nuts
he's
back.
like, yeah, so what you basically got to do is see if you can get that spare on, great. If you can't get that spare on, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to call a car place, see if they recommend a towing service that could tow the car to the car place, and then that car place can essentially see if they can order a new tire for you or whatever, or not just tire, but a whole new wheel for you or whatever. So basically, I talked it out with my dad, like what exactly I should do, what are the steps. Because I didn't want to go out there, because, you know, I'm probably going to end up going out there myself to help handle it. You know, quite frankly, you know, Kat is kind of shaking about this.
Oh yeah, she's shaking about this.
Go out to your car, you have a whole missing...
She didn't get mugged or something. She wasn't even there. She's shaking about this. These fucking dudes.
Freaking wheel. You're kind of just shaking up about it. And I want to get out there to help her with the whole situation, so I'm there with her. We can handle it together.
Oh, by the way, hashtag Team Divorce is in shambles right now. They don't know what to do. They're trying to sell out all their stocks, but all their stocks, they're completely worthless at the time. This new saga, it destroyed any credibility of Team Divorce, so enjoy your worthless divorce coin, everybody. Congratulations. You should have listened to me for stock advice. Come on, I know the market.
Person trying to figure it all out. All right. So, basically, I get off the phone with my dad, and, oh, by the way, and we talked about insurance.
That agrees with me?
And essentially with insurance, the way that it would work is the only chance insurance would cover this. There's certain situations, some insurance will not cover a tire at all. Some will. It's situational. But the insurance is like not even a factor at this point because there's so much that has to happen before you can get any kind of car insurance involved. For example, we need a police report. The police likely have to get information from us, like this photo and other stuff.
The dude didn't call the police when they stole his identity and they tried to break into his bank account and steal all his money. According to him. But he's gonna call the police because somebody stole his tire that he could very easily get fixed in like a day and then completely forget about it. So what?
And then they'll likely want to check with the surveillance, and all of that.
I'm not saying he shouldn't, but not very consistent on calling the police.
To see what they can determine, if they can figure out who this is or not. All right. And then after all that's done, all right, then you can worry about maybe after having the replacement tire and everything done, or replacement wheel. I should see saying wheel because there's a difference between the tire and the wheel. The tire is just the rubber. The wheel is the entire assembly with it. Okay. So once all that's done, once the entire replacement wheel is purchased, then you can look to maybe go to your insurance, give them a call and say, hey, look, so here's the deal. My wheel got stolen. You know, I have evidence. There's a police report. There's all this involved. Can we get a claim against it? Can we maybe get this, you know? But also there's other factors there, you know, about deductibles and shit, right? So depending on what if your deductible is more than the cost
Bro, this is the kind of shit that you talk to yourself about in your inside voice. Not have a whole fucking 40-minute live stream segment about. It's just like a dude thinking out loud. Man, what if like this happens? Oh, I don't know. That wouldn't be nice. But what if this happens? And what if I have to do this? Okay, yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it. But what if something else happens? Oh, then okay. Okay, you guys still listening? You gotta. This is very important.
The wheel.
Don't be posting any cherry emojis in chat. You filthy cherry pimps.
Then there's no point even doing it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's just basically we're at the situation where I'm like, I don't care about the insurance at this point. I just need to get the immediate stuff solved. Okay. So what I ended up doing was I actually called a couple places and got some details on where to take it and stuff like that. All right. And I said, well, I got to get out there. So I called an Uber. I jumped in an Uber. And I scooted over to the mall. All right.
He scooted over to the mall. He was like rappers when they talk about like pulling up with a whip. He pulled up with a Uber and made like skr. Bro, this dude is great.
Nice guy who drove the Uber. Very nice gentleman.
I jump in the whip. I pull up to the mall. He got his chains on. He was wearing his gaming t-shirt. He put on some old jeans real quick.
And it was a nice smooth ride. He was quick. So I was happy about that.
He told the Uber driver to step on it.
Give him a tip after the fact.
And he gave him a tip.
What you can do is you can pay the fare, but then after the fact, if you have a good ride, you can tip. I actually didn't tip.
Should have given him a hand job too.
Okay?
You liked it that much.
So I got over there, you know, on the Uber, and
Uber?
you know, I'm just as shocked as you guys are. I saw this in person. I was just like, in broad daylight. This is the middle of the day.
Hey, big ups Twins for the 5 gifts, dude. Congrats everybody who got them. And enjoy this. I should do something for like members only, I guess, because they've been a lot of gifted members. And I want to give you something in return, but I don't know. Can't really do much right now. I might do a belch brief on DSP. Something that happened and publish it for members in advance. I'll see.
Night, this was not, you know, this is not off in a corner, right? A corner of the lot. This was like, you know, right there in the middle. In the middle. I'm just, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, hold on. I got a couple shout-outs. Let's do shout-outs.
Oh, come on.
Stitches Get Britches did a super chat saying no one steals a single tire. Laughing out loud. I know. Let's talk a little bit about...
Is he saying that they should have stolen all of his tires? Imagine if they did, dude. That would have been awesome. They should have stolen all of them. And the tire theft should have been a ruse to get him out of the house, and they should have broken in and stolen his PS5 and his Xbox.
About that,
and his Nintendo Switch.
When I got there, mall security was there, and I had a conversation with them. Okay? But, thank you, Stitches Get Britches.
5 minutes of useless shout-outs.
Out of the Uber.
And he has a hat now.
And mall security is there with my wife. And so they're talking and everything. And so I have a conversation with security about it again. And basically they're like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. We're just security here. But you need to file the police report. My wife's like, actually, I'm doing it right now. Like, she was doing it as we speak. You would go online to file this police report. Okay? So she's doing it. She's putting all this information in and everything about it. And, you know, I think she, you know, the picture, I think she...
Did you see OIC's comments in chat? Man, oh man.
He was asking about the race of whoever did this. Because, I mean, obviously, if he's in DSP's chat, you know what's up.
His car on cinder blocks, Lamo.
Yeah. Yeah, they should have, dude. They should have taken away the jack. I don't know why they left the jack. That's too nice. If they knew it was DSP's car, they would have stolen all of his tires just because, just for the culture, just for the sport, for the clout. And then they should have posted on like Kiwi Farms that they did it.
I don't know if she uploaded the picture or not. But basically, the police report's all done online now, unless it's an emergency. If it's an emergency, you call like 911 so the cops will show up. But if it's not an emergency, you don't even talk to anyone. If you call the police here, you'll never speak to a person. It just goes to an automated menu, and you
everything is bots now.
You go online and file anyway. So she's filed an online police report for it. And we were told they
should get a restraining order from car thieves.
We'll contact us.
That's going to be helpful.
But they're going to contact us for follow-up information, which I will give wholeheartedly. And basically, what we're being told is they will contact the mall security if they wish to launch an investigation for this. And then they will work with mall security to get the surveillance footage and work there, and we should be given like a case number and a follow-up and all of that at a later date.
I mean,
so that way we'll have that information.
Probably not going to happen.
To go to my car insurance to try to do anything about this with my car insurance.
I guess his car insurance could possibly pay for like all the repairs necessary. I guess that's what insurance does. And that's the whole purpose of having this police report and all that stuff. So it's not really about catching who did this, because they probably won't. It's just some dude in a parking lot randomly somewhere, unless there's like actual evidence that they left that you can link somebody to. Is crazy. It's probably nothing gonna happen.
Okay.
They didn't steal a Lamborghini or something. They didn't steal Andrew Tate's Bugatti. They stole a tire from Darkside Phil's 2017 Corolla.
Okay. So I can't do anything with my car insurance until the police decide to do something. And then I
not exactly. It's not exactly the heist of the century. It's not exactly Grand Theft Auto worthy.
That stuff, okay? So there you go. Lies sold another super chat, and he says they steal catalytic converters during broad daylight in Walmart parking lots, so I'm not surprised they stole your tire in broad daylight. There you go. Thank you, Lies for Soul. I believe you, by the way, on that. I really do. Okay. So After speaking with mall security, they're basically saying, yeah, there's not much we can do to help you, but you have a spare, you know, my wife and mall security had checked, and the spare tire's in the trunk. It appears to be intact and new and good to go. Like, the spare tire seems fine. Problem is, I don't have any lug nuts, okay? So in the meantime, I called, like, a tow plate.
That's a really good one. The quarter Italian job. The 1/4 Italian job. That's a good one, David Dent.
And had a conversation with a tow guy.
It makes sense on multiple levels. It's a very good joke. Congratulations.
A local tow guy. And I explained, I want you to tow it, you know, to a place near me that can order tires or whatever. Because I need to order a tire right away. Obviously, I need a tire for this thing.
Yeah, big ups for the gifted membership, Dominic. Congratulations to
talk about options or whatever.
Age Sicky.
And so the tow guy says, well, here's the deal. He says, I'm already in your neighborhood anyway, so I'll come by. He says, but if you can go find some lug nuts or whatever in the meantime,
some lug nuts or whatever,
then you should drive your car to the car place, not me. That's going to save you a ton of money. And I was like, I understand that. That's actually quite nice of you.
But I don't want to.
Let me go see what I can do. But in the meantime, he says, I'll be on the way anyway. Okay? So I actually walked, and in the actual shopping center, which I didn't know, there actually was a place that has car parts. So I walked in, and I said, I need 5 lug nuts for a 2017, you know.
Hello, sir. Good day, sir. Could I have 5 of your finest lug nuts for a 2017 style, Toyota style Corolla?
Toyota. And they went and looked and said, we have them.
They have them.
So I was handed a handful of lug nuts for a few bucks. All right, take that back. It was around $10. Okay? All right.
Okay.
So this is good news. Maybe I can get this spare tire on myself. Okay? So I go back to the car. I pull the spare tire out. I, start to line up the tire and everything. So it's lined up. And I go to put the lug nuts on. This one's going on. This one's huh? Well, that's just my luck. They handed me a handful of lug nuts. 4 of them are correct, and 1 of them is incorrect size. So I got 4 out of 5 lug nuts.
Okay.
Correct.
You could go back and, return it, but I guess you have to drive all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's just my luck. Good news is, you can drive with 4 lug nuts instead of 5. That's actually passable. All right?
Okay.
So, well, that's just it, right? So anyway, I'm affixing the lug nuts, and as I'm affixing the lug nuts, the tow guy shows up. And he gets out of his car, and he says, all right, so let's see how's everything's going here. And he's like, he looks, he's like, yep, those are the right lug nuts and everything. Yeah, they're fitting fine. And so basically I'm putting them all on, and it's like, good. I was like, dude, I seriously, and this is truth, I haven't changed a tire in like 20 years. The last time I changed a tire was on my Great Dam in the 2000s. Okay. That car had issues, and times I popped my tire at a slow tire. And I changed the tire on that a few times. This is the first time I actually changed a car in a very long time. So I'm making sure, it's nice to have someone there with you to say, I know what I'm doing and you're doing it right. Not that I couldn't have figured it
you couldn't
out, but it's nice to
yeah, and he has to say, not that I couldn't figure it out. Don't think that I'm stupid, even though everything that I say leads you to believe that I'm completely stupid and helpless and dumb beyond belief. And I'm also not willing to look up how things are done, and I think I know everything. But I could have figured it by myself.
Have someone there to confirm you're doing it correctly. Okay. So I got them on, and then I go get whatever the thing is, the wrench from the, that was with the spare, and I tighten them all on. Okay. And then I go, okay. Now I got to get, by the way, everything's good. And I'm like, okay, so now I got to get it off the jack. We're both looking at this jack. And I realized something. I said, wait a minute. So I got my wrench. All I have is my wrench.
ALT, if you're still in chat, song idea. She's got the jack. Parody. There you go. I'm giving you that one for free.
And I have my, my spare tire. And I have my own jack in the trunk. My own car jack is in the trunk.
He's a jack of all trades.
I'm not using it. Obviously, this person who stole my tire, it's their car jack that's on the car right now. Okay? So I'm like, all right, so let me get the car off the jack, get it down on the ground. And I realized, I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't have a tool that fits their car jack. Their car jacks, there's a hole that you're supposed to stick something in and twist it to make it go up or down. It's a different size than any of the tools in my car set. They're all different. They don't fit. They're all too big, actually. They won't fit in the hole, so you can take the car jack down.
It's all just the fucking cascading bullshit, man. It's endless. Endless. It never gets fixed. Things with him only get fixed if he throws enough money at them. He can't really actually do anything himself.
And I was like,
I'm stupid?
Like, what do I do now? I can't get the jack down. So luckily, the guy who is the tow guy says, all right, hold on. And he went into his car, and he had a giant...
The only jack he knows anything about is Daniel's.
Wrench. Or not wrench, excuse me. Screwdriver. Like, huge. This thing was like this long. And it's essentially, it's a 2-in-1 tool. It's a screwdriver, but it's also used for stuff just like this. So he luckily had a long screwdriver that fit in this jack, and he got my car down onto the ground.
Who, the tow guy? What, does he have a foot fetish or something?
If it wasn't for him, I would have had to go beg people to
the tow guy,
lot, or go maybe back to the car place and be like, can someone come over here and test tools? Do we find a tool that fits this goddamn jack so you can get my car off the ground?
I imagine him having to do that.
I mean, can we fucking get some fucking idiot here to come here and check all my tools?
Like, there was no other way that I was gonna get this jack done.
I just imagine him. I imagine him interacting with random human beings that are unaware of his existence until he interacts with them, and it's the funniest shit ever. It's like it's like an actual sitcom. An actual sitcom.
The jack is down. The car is on the ground. Okay, we're basically pushing, testing. Okay, the spare looks like it's good. It's not great. Everyone knows spare tires aren't great. You're not supposed to drive long distances on them. You're not supposed to drive on the highway. You're not supposed to drive fast on them.
No, he doesn't drive on the highway anyways. His back hurts too much.
Point A to point B.
That's actual lore. That's the actual lore. He doesn't drive on the highway because his back hurts, and one time he almost crashed because of that.
You put the spare on, but you don't drive around on the spare for more than you absolutely need to. Okay, it's just for very necessary things. All right, so we're testing it. It looks good. And he's basically like, yeah, just be sure you test your air pressure. You know, that thing's been in your trunk for, you know, years and years. So just be sure that air pressure is good. And the thing is, I actually have a tire inflator in my garage.
Hey, nice.
I have one already. So, you know.
A tire inflator. Isn't that just called a pump? Like a... I don't fucking know.
I figure I'm going to get it home. I'm definitely going to check it, make sure it's filled and everything for, you know.
Sounds like somebody with like a inflation fetish has shit like this.
Drive this around for necessary.
I don't know. Maybe it's called like that.
But in the meantime, I drove the car to the car place, okay? From the shopping center to the car place. And so we show up, and basically we go through the rigmarole of what we're going to have to do. And he's like, yeah, we don't have, you know, we don't have the wheel in stock. We don't have entire wheels. We have the tire. If we needed just the tire replaced, all right, that would have been fine. But we need the whole thing. I order the whole wheel. He's like, so we got to order it. Now, the good news is, what's going on? People are saying things are going on that are racist and stuff. I'm not seeing it. I don't know what you mean. Hold on. Let's see if I can find what you guys
People are saying racist stuff is going on. Is that about what OIC said? That you need to find the race of the person who committed the crime?
Yeah.
Implying that it was a person of a very specific race?
About. Because I don't know what you're saying. Hold on. If there's some idiot here, I'll get rid of him.
Yeah, it's called Your Biggest Fan, by the way.
Liza Versol, did you say something ridiculously racist? If you did, you're going to be in a lot of trouble, dude.
What is ridiculously racist? It's all arbitrary in his chat. You can say something and it could be ridiculously racist, but if you send him enough money, it's not. You're not going to be judged on the same
say racist
merit.
shit. I mean, come on.
What did he say?
All right.
Now it gets me interested. Like, what is he saying?
Anyway, at this point, I guess I can... Let's get rid of this picture because the car now has a spare tire on it. So at least I can drive the car on the spare tire. By the way, the car's actually not bad on the spare tire. It drove fine. Just that it's a little bit harder to turn, I would say. But outside of that, it's pretty fair. It's a fair spare tire. It's not bad. And it seemed like it is inflated. It seems fine. I mean, it doesn't look good. Everyone knows spare tires look like shit. But at least I could drive the car on it. It seemed all right.
If you cared about how your car looks, why buy a Corolla?
He can't ride a bike because he'll be jumped. His tires get stolen. Does DSP have any safe means of transportation left?
Helicopter. He should get in touch with Sikorsky. They're gonna give him a service helicopter. If he starts working with them again, they're gonna give him a company helicopter that can just take him around. They can airdrop him into the shopping mall so he can do his errands, and they can pick him up after that. See, it's like a military style. Or otherwise, we're putting the family at risk. It's very dangerous. I'm not joking, man. Shit is serious.
So anyway, oh, by the way, we have shout-outs to do. All right, let's do the shout-outs, and then we'll continue the story. What? Washington police don't care? File online? Looks to me like Washington police don't give a crap. It's because the crime out here is so bad, they can't deal with that kind of stuff. I'm serious. Like, there's so much crime out here. I would much rather have them deal with violent crime and major problems than something that there's nothing they can do after the fact. Like, realistically, what were they gonna do? Dust for prints? No.
Yes.
Right? What were they gonna do?
The jack probably had prints on it, unless they were using gloves, which is entirely possible, but they would have figured it out immediately if there was no prints.
We did document.
They could just take the prints, run them through the database of known criminals, and maybe something's gonna show up, and maybe it's not gonna show up. They can close the case because there's not much they can do. Unless they look up the security cameras, maybe they can see somebody's car, maybe they can see somebody's license plate, but good luck with that. That sounds strange.
I took a picture, gave the details, and talked to the security guys about the security camera footage. They don't need to be there for that until they're ready to show up. You know what I'm saying? So, in reality, I kind of understand. If you're so crime-ridden where you live that you need to be available just for the essentials, I don't blame them for having a file your police report online, you know, and then get followed up with later service. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't hear from them for days, and by the time that they follow up with me, they've already talked to, like, the mall police and everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Okay?
All right, Ryan shows up.
A vest or anything. This is just fucked up. I hope Kat's doing okay. I'm sure it was scary. Did she walk out to them?
What exactly was scary about it? Excuse me, what was actually scary about it? She wasn't there. If anything, it's an inconvenience. It's a pretty big inconvenience because somebody just, like, committed a crime against you. They stole shit from you. But what, like, we acting like she got jumped on the street or something, which is gonna be a very fucked up thing, but it didn't happen. She came outside on her lunch break and she saw the car was missing a tire and she had, like, PTSD from it or something. Are you serious?
Doing it? No. When she walked out, they were already long gone. Well, that picture I showed you is literally, this is what she saw when she walked out. So there was no one else there.
Okay.
Well, actually, I should bring that up for a second.
Why are we acting like she saw, like, a crime scene? She saw a murder scene or someone. It's like somebody was decapitated there. It's just a car missing a tire.
Because when I showed up...
Crazy shit.
All right. Excuse me. When I showed up, I was talking with mall security. And I was like... we were having a conversation and we came to the conclusion probably the reason they only took one tire is probably because someone saw it, or maybe they were doing it and in the process of doing it they realized that there was a camera right there and they were like, oh shit, I guess we shouldn't really be doing this for too long, and then they left. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would have stopped them from taking all 4 tires at that point? They easily could have just went boop boop boop.
Maybe they just needed one.
Right? So
I don't know. What if they didn't need all 4?
They realized after the fact, or they saw someone coming by and they were like, whoa. You know, we gotta get out of here. Because you're right, it's weird that it's just the one and then they're gone. Right? Very weird. Anyway, thank you, Jinx. And again, you're right. It's not about the vest. It's not about goals or anything tonight. I'm just trying to tell my story of what just happened. Okay? Thank you for the tip.
It's not about the goals, but we're gonna hit them.
But you're right. Like, it's weird they only took the one
the
tire.
goals.
It's very weird that they only took the one. So anyway, here's the good news. The tow guy is so nice. Right?
Tow guy.
So once the
you wanted to see your feet, that's why.
Tow guy gets the car down onto the ground, all right, and he helped me with that because I mean I didn't need help getting the tire on, but I needed help. I couldn't undo that jack. I didn't have a tool that would fit it. He's like, you know what, dude? You know, you're good. Don't worry about having to pay me nothing or anything. That I was alright. Consider this a break, and he had a cigarette.
It does feel like he's lying. I do believe he set this up. Also, doesn't this count as drama, and this is his personal business what he does with the dollar?
Yes, that's definitely drama, and he's talking about it. He's having a whole stream against it, about it, but I don't think he's such a mastermind to be fabricating stuff like that. He's just a bumbling idiot, and he's a bumbling idiot to such a profound, like, elevated level that people sometimes mistake that for some hidden genius and some, like, secret mastermind who's constantly scheming about stuff and making sure everything is executed to perfection so he can benefit the most. He's just a bumbling idiot, and sometimes he gets very lucky, and sometimes, like this time, he gets very misfortunate. But it's always really funny.
He's like, consider this having a break. I was like, dude, you gave me a real solid here today. And I shook his hand. I said, thank you very, very much. That's really nice of you.
Did you call him sir?
That you came out here.
You probably should have.
I didn't need the tow, thank God. Because he literally said to me, he's like, just so you know, if I tow your car, it's going to be like $200-300. And I was like, yeah, so let's hope I get this thing working. And it did. So basically, you know, it worked out fine in that regard. The spare was on, and the tow guy didn't charge me anything. So that was very, very nice. Okay. All right. So then I drove the car across town, got to a car place, and basically the car place says, yes, we have to order you. We can't just get you a tire. We have to get you the entire wheel assembly.
Of course.
That's the only way it's going to work, obviously. Duh. But we don't have one here. What I am doing, I'm looking here, and it looks like we have one that's in the area or that's on order. We can get it here in 2 days. Well, that's good news. 2 days.
But what about his day off?
Order it tonight. And it would either show up, you know, Thursday at the earliest, Friday at maybe the latest Saturday, but they're hoping it'll be here by like Friday-ish. Okay? So that's really cool. All right? 2 days, that's not a big deal. It means that my wife will be able to go to work like normal when she has her normal working hours coming up.
Can't you just take the bus? What's up with public transport? She can't take the public transport to go to work? Is it such a big deal that she doesn't have a car?
So,
sounds to me like if you want to get something done, you can find a way to get it done without having to complain about it.
Order, and let me just put it this way. I said something at the beginning of this video, in the beginning of this stream. I said, everyone was like, oh, Phil, right? So great for you. All that extra money that you raised.
Oh,
right?
now we're leading into that.
Know, and I said, no, we're going to keep that money just in case something, you know, something comes up, right? That's literally what I said.
And that's the thing why people are being so suspicious. Something immediately came up. Immediately. Not even like the next day after he said this. Immediately. And it's kind of convenient. And when things are a little bit too convenient, it kind of seems like it's contrived.
So we're going to keep that money just in case something comes up. Well, guess what?
Something came up.
Something came up. Because, just to let you know, it's going to be just about under $700.
Oh, yes.
Just under, I believe. Actually, he didn't give me the final total. I think it was 600 and change plus tax. Out here, tax is high. It's like 10% or something like that. Okay? So, yeah. Now, here's the thing. I could have looked around. What I was being told by certain people, for example, when I went to the car place, I bought the lug nuts. The guy was like, if you really want to save money, you should go to like scrap yards, and you should be fishing out there for tires at scrap yards.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you don't want to save money. You just want to throw money at an issue until it's solved, and then cry about not having money. That's what you want to do. That's why we're mocking this guy now.
That's what, you know what I mean?
Because, you know, DSP cried about money and be like, oh my god, this is gonna cost like, what, $700? And the guy told him, yeah, if you want to save up some money, go to a fucking scrapyard and try and find the proper tire. No, what? Take my money, fucking idiot.
Do you really think I have time to go from scrapyard to scrapyard looking for a wheel for my car?
Yes.
Right? I don't even have another way to get around. I don't have a spare car. You know what I mean? So, basically, what am I going to do? I have to pay it for this freaking tire and wheel assembly. It's not just, if it was just the tire, it would have probably been like $200. But it's the wheel assembly that ended up being like $400+. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's insane, right?
Crazy.
So there you go.
Tell me about it.
And it's on order. And the good news is there's no additional fee. There's no installation charge. Basically, the cost of the wheel and the tire is it. There's nothing on top of any of that, but it just sucks.
All right, cool story, bro.
There is one big
Let's move on to the next drama.
I'm no longer gonna have the Toyota symbol in the middle of my tire, and that's just the worst part. The fact that I'm paying top dollar for a new tire and a new wheel assembly,
top dollar,
and I'm not getting the Toyota symbol in the middle. Now I'm very upset. Everything else I might have forgiven, but no Toyota symbol, that's where I draw the line. Now I'm fucking pissed off.
What a
By the way, It's hilarious because some
comedic
people are
segment.
actually saying that that's way too expensive. You have to understand, it's brand new, not driven, it's not used, and this is ordered from a warehouse or whatever. That's what it costs new at these places. You understand? That's exactly what it costs new at these places. Yes, if you get it secondhand used, you'll save a ton of money. Absolutely you will. Like I said, go to a scrapyard, go to a place that just has it used, you'll save ridiculous amounts of money. You absolutely will. You'll probably get it for like 100, 200 bucks. But I'm getting the new stuff, and that's what it costs. Okay?
Okay.
It would be different. If I had a spare car to drive around or for my wife to go to work in, then I would wait, and I would...
You can't rent a car? You can rent a car for a couple of days. You can rent some shitty Volkswagen or something. That shit's not gonna cost a lot.
What a tale, a saga, an epic, the Iliad of the wheel.
The Iliad of the wheel. The Odyssey. The Odyssey of the car tire.
would actually look around, but I can't do that. I don't have to
You
look.
could have got a Flintstones car. You know, the ones that just has like, you know, the Flintstones car.
Luxury of doing that. I have to get this
Big
as
ups,
soon as
Mickey
possible,
Thor for a super
have
chat.
it done with, so that we can move on. And basically now, you know, talking with Kat, what we need to do is from now on when she goes to work, she has to always try to park in a place where it's like crowded, like super crowded. Because
Really?
if she parks somewhere out there where it's a little bit...
Nothing is safe. This is Mr. Paranoia Man. Literally nothing is ever safe. Now we need to be even scared of being outside. We were scared of people on the internet until now. Now we're scared of everybody outside too, because they might want to steal something from you.
Whatever. This is probably what's going to happen. They're probably targeting those areas. Oh, not a lot of cars around. Let's get them. Let's get that car.
Well, wasn't this in the parking lot of a mall? Like, how much more crowded you can get? And I know that the U.S. has a lot of parking lots, but come on.
Right? If you're at least, think of it this way. If you're parking in an area that's very, very crowded, well, guess what? Do you think they're going to try to fit between two cars and jack it up and steal your wheel? Of course not. They're going to go out to the cars that are out there, easy to get under, easy to do this shit with. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It sucks. You know, is it fortuitous for me that I literally just had a week and a half of exceptionally great streaming? Yes, it is. But as I told you guys, it's funny. It's they say it's easy come, easy go. You know what I mean? So I just made a lot of extra income on a week and a half of streams. And then what happens is immediately this happens and I just pissed away a giant chunk of what I made. Just like that. It's gone. Just finger snap it. Thanos it away. You know?
It's
And
negated
like I said,
completely.
the other money, I put some of it already towards some bills already, which is nice. That I paid down some bills and stuff. But outside of that, you know, what else am I gonna do? So what I gotta do now is I gotta wait. First of all, I have a spare tire. So tomorrow is still my day off. And tomorrow I still gotta do the essentials. So for example, I need to drive to the grocery store and do grocery shopping. You have to do that tomorrow. We have no food to make in the house. I have to do that. That's fine. The spare tire is fine. The grocery store's close. It's not like I'm driving 400 miles on this spare tire or anything. It's not a big deal. I can easily do this myself. And get that done tomorrow. The good news is last week was our very busy day out. All right. So the crazy stuff we needed to do, all the shopping and all of that we needed to do, we actually got done last week. This week was already going to be a very more relaxing, laid-back day home. And just me doing necessary errands. And that's exactly what it's going to be, is I have to just run necessary errands while I'm out. And that's all I can really do. I'm kind of limited in what I'm doing. All right? So it is what it is. Now, the tire is going to be coming probably Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, when the tire arrives and I get the call, that means it's going to affect my
So-
streams this weekend.
So it kind of seems like the problem has been resolved, but we're still crying about it somehow. Even if he has the solution on site and he's already like everything's been set in motion to get it fixed, we're still crying about it. Why are we crying about it? Why are we still crying about it? God damn it. Big ups can to Adrian for 2 months, dude. I just pissed away a giant chunk of cash. I guess, yeah. That's what just happened. Unlike other times when it's an investment. You know, the Hogans.
It will.
That will
Absolutely,
pay off.
100%. It will affect my streams
Someday
this
he's
weekend.
gonna sell his
How much
account
or
and it's
when?
gonna cost $1
I
trillion.
don't know. Okay? I just don't know what to tell you. I'm looking, looking at
Just tell me you need tips. That's what I'm used to hearing from you.
You know, a Zelda stream, will it affect the React stream? What will, I don't know. It depends on when, basically, when we get the call, okay? So, what can I say? I'll let you know, and go from there, okay? So it sucks. And really, again, there's not much I can do about that, right? There's not much I can do at all, besides just my wife being more careful where she parks. And try to park in areas where it doesn't think people are gonna.
It's her fault now. She needs to be paranoid. She's gonna see an empty spot in a parking lot and think to herself, here, am I gonna get the wheel stolen here again? Is this gonna happen again? No, Phil is gonna be mad. He's gonna hit me again. I can't do that. Need to get a restraining order from him.
Gonna do that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Stupid fucking bitch cat. She always fucks everything up.
No real control over
She fucked up the fighting fees.
Crime or any of this. Now, of course, when the police do eventually get around to contacting me, I'm absolutely going to proceed with making sure that police report is followed up on, and that hopefully they will contact the mall security, and they will do their best to get security footage from the lot to figure out what the hell happened here, and basically try to get all that they can, all right, out of this, and hopefully find someone who did it. Will they? I don't think so. I have zero belief that this will happen. I guarantee you whoever did it probably is you know, they had a hoodie or had a mask on or whatever, and likely they're not driving around in a car that's easily going to have a license plate that you can immediately get them. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is not exactly CSI Seattle. It's probably not gonna happen, but who knows?
So
most probably not gonna happen.
Now, when the police report's filed, should I even bother calling my insurance, my car insurance? I don't know, because likely, I'll be honest, I don't know off the top of my head what my car insurance deductible.
Can they reimburse him some amount for the tire that he had to spend if he provides all the receipts and stuff? Maybe they could, and he gets his money back. But it's not in his best interest to tell you that this is possible, because it would make it seem like he's gonna have money. He wants you to constantly think that he's on the edge of going homeless, because this mentality of garnered a lot of support so far. It's been very successful for him, so he want to stick to that.
Okay, I just don't know. I have to call them to find out. I'll tell you this.
And even if he calls them and he gets his money back, he's not gonna talk about it, because it goes against the narrative that he's broke when he gets more money. And then people are gonna start asking, just like they were asking now, hey Phil, now that you got extra money, why can't you just save it up or invest it towards a PC? Can't you just buy a new component every month and in the end do like a big event putting together the PC, and then you're gonna have a new PC and get some content out of it? No, we can't do that, dude. I'm almost homeless. Come on, keep giving me money.
I guarantee you, probably most car insurance deductibles are around $1,000. Okay.
Bruh, I love this. I love this. The $1,000. We just throw that $1,000 estimate. It's $1,000, dude. I love the $1,000 meme.
Because even if I call
the $1,000 in the two big bills is my two favorite DSP financial memes. Everything costs $1,000, and there's always two big bills that come out of nowhere. You don't even expect them, even though you get them every single month.
They're going to be like, well, you didn't reach your deductible yet. You have to pay that amount before we'll start actually covering above and beyond. And then on top of that, I actually heard that a lot of places, you know, a lot of places sadly will not grant it anyway. They'll say that it's like a theft of a tire would not be covered. If I got into a car accident, that's covered by your auto insurance. But just a tire being taken right off your fucking car, that would not be covered. Okay?
Okay. But you can call them though, because you can get some of your money back. You're a person who cares a lot about money from everything we've seen about you. It seems like the first thing you should do is call them to just find out what's up.
In summary.
But no, he made up the narrative that I don't even need to call him, dude.
Yes, we had our entire wheel.
They're not even gonna help me.
Car today.
Okay.
While my wife was at work.
The summary is I'm a victim and I lost a bunch of money, so all this money that I got so far has been negated, and now I'm at the zero again, even though I'm not. But that's what you should think.
Looks like this. All right?
There you go.
We got some brakes, meaning I didn't have to have it towed, which was excellent. It saved me hundreds of dollars to not have the car towed. But yeah, it costs us. It's going to cost us a pretty penny. It's going to cost us between $600 to $700 for the replacement wheel. The wheel should be coming.
By the way, anybody in chat has played the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor thing? I'm thinking of getting it, but it's not on discount. And if I'm gonna splash out that big amount, I want it to be worth it.
Friday, Saturday-ish.
Oh yeah, let me know if you've actually played it.
Streams. I will let you know exactly when this will affect my streams when I get the information about it. All right, and then on top of that, you know, I am going to follow up, and I'm going to make sure that when the police call me, that we give them all the information, and if they can do something about it, great.
Yeah, I think I'm going to wait for the discount.
I have absolutely positively no inkling that the police will be able to do much, nor do I have any kind of
or until they put it on EA Play, because EA Play is pretty good for like $3.99 a month or whatever. You could play the first one. Yeah.
That
yeah.
I'm gonna get anything out of my car insurance. I think it's just gonna be all on me to pay. How is Cat? Cat is rattled. Cat admittedly is rattled. I mean, nothing happened to her, thank God. But you know, it's somewhere you work, and it's a place where literally, you know, tons of people are working and shopping every day, and it's just not safe. You know, now she has to worry every day about, you know.
Of course, because she's DSP's wife. She always gotta be paranoid, because paranoid people and anxious people are easier to manipulate. They easier to work, you know. You work them, you trick them. That's why all the people in chat are super well-adjusted individuals,
going to work
and are never being manipulated. That's how you know they're the goats.
And what's gonna happen when I go to work, right? You know, and all, like I told her, all she can do, she has to park better places, basically safer places.
Where in front of the store? She can get the car in the mall, yeah. Through like the service entrance.
You know, it's not going to be a situation where you're kind of isolated, and then they think they could do crimes to you. You have to, as much as it sucks to park in a real crowded, annoying, you know, area. It feels like you're sardines in a can or whatever. You kind of got to do that these days. You got to be up close and crushed with everyone, right? In order to be able to be safe. It's absolutely positively freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think outside will never be safe. And there's people waiting in bushes outside to take you down, so you should never go outside. I think that's what you should do, Phil.
Right.
Just stay inside endlessly and never go outside. Do society a favor.
By the way, I'm just going to ban every single idiotic person who says something dumb in the chat right now.
Oh, this is a great segment. I saw the clip of this. This is awesome. Get a load of this shit.
I swear to God.
These big balls. Big balls, Burnell.
You're going to come on this stream tonight, and you're going to say dumb shit in my chat. It is an instant fucking ban the moment you say something stupid.
Buddy, you just had to call your daddy to help you out with changing a tire on your car. You're not exactly big balls, Burnell. You're more like small nuts, Big Roach. That's what you are right now. So stop with this shit. And you look at how the fucking dude is dressed. In the fedora, in the nice little vest. Come on, you're not exactly threatening. You need to pull out an actual gun, like you're Ja Morant or something, even though him with a gun is not really threatening. But at least he can dunk on you. DSP can't dunk on anybody. He can't even dunk on people on the internet.
Test me on it. I dare you.
Test me on it.
Fucking idiots. Saying the dumbest shit.
Fucking idiots, am I right?
Calm down now. Okay. So, yes, Cat is rattled, Cat is stressed, Cat, really, be honest, is like, I don't feel safe, and like, I don't blame you, you know?
He's acting like Big Balls Burnell, but he's small PP Phil.
I don't blame her. When something like this happens, how can you feel safe about your workplace, right?
But bro, it didn't happen in her workplace, it happened on a random parking lot. Come on. It's like somebody tried to pull a gun on her in the store or something. Like, these two are so fucking paranoid. They like people like this. How do they even exist? How do they even exist in this world today? And it's not like Cat is like some chronically online person like DSP, where it's like your whole life is on the internet. What does she even do to be so paranoid? It's crazy. These dudes are crazy.
What you can do is take precautions.
You take precautions. Because this could have happened to literally anybody. Literally anybody.
All right, so guys, that's my story. That's what
That's
happened
my
today.
story.
That's why I had to leave
His
my Zelda
struggle.
stream an hour early, and that's what's going to cost me. Well,
The suffering of the pig roach.
you know, between $600-700. I didn't even look. That's the thing. I didn't even look.
He didn't
Like, I
even. Wait. He didn't even look at the bill.
He said it was 600 and change plus tax, and out here tax.
600 and change. Dude who constantly talks, thinks, and dreams about money. He doesn't even look at the bill. I don't know how much it costs. I just threw a fat stack of cash at the guy. I don't even know how much it was. That's how much of a baller I am. But by the way, I'm gonna need your support. Sounds
Another
good.
$60 on top of that, so it's probably like 700 something. You know,
7 something, 800, 1,000. Make it 2,000. Let's be generous. Come on, give this guy a supermax contract. Throw some cash at him like you're Tony Khan. Come on.
So don't worry,
Go
we're all
for it.
right. Okay, we're fine. Nothing horrible happened. It's just really fucking stupid that this happened. It's expensive that it happened. It's the other thing. It's not a little thing that's like, oh, that's easily replaceable. Actually, no. It's expensive to fucking replace this. And now we got to take precautions and try to do it in a place where, you know, they're not going to try to pull this by parking different places. And even then, and I know some people have recommended, they said you could get special lug nuts. My dad told me that. My dad said, since this has happened to us now, I'm going to look into getting special lug nuts.
Special lug nuts. They're gonna cost approximately $1,000. I don't know, man. I'm just assuming.
Where I guess what it is a specialty one that I guess it really locks in hard or something. I don't exactly know how it works, but I guess there's specialty lug nut
makes them unstealable.
Locks everything in place so the tire can't easily be removed or something. I have no clue how they work. Right? A wheel lock, is that what they're called? Wheel locking nuts.
Wheel locking nuts
would have a specialty key.
Are they tasty?
There's a special key the owner keeps. Only the owner can unlock the nut. That's interesting.
Hey, stop talking about nuts. You're making Derek excited.
For a set of lock nuts. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I'll look online, see if I can get a set of specialty lock nuts for my Toyota.
Yeah, we're gonna spend more money.
Maybe it's
so Cat can park at totally safe places.
Worth doing. Perhaps it is worth doing.
Yeah, it's worth it. You can just get an armored car. Why not? Because maybe someday somebody's gonna do a drive-by on you and they're gonna try and shoot you. Maybe it's like a 0.00% chance. So maybe just get a completely full-on armored car with turrets on top. It's like you're in Grand Theft Auto Online. Because those are great.
So that's my story.
That's my story.
That's all I've really got to talk about tonight. If you guys want to go longer and chat it up for, you know, I'll do Q&A and hang out with you guys.
Okay. And that's it, I guess. I don't think there's been any follow-ups from that, but I do think he played video games on the late stream. Or he might have not played video games. I don't really know. I actually do not know. Let's see. Jinx is tapped out. The vest streak is over. What is this? Is this a new thing? This is the new daily wrap from yesterday. Or is it? Yeah, it's not. Daily wrap was sooner than this. And yeah, I mean, I guess this is the more or less the recap I wanted to see. And this is basically what I wanted to learn from it. So I guess that's gonna be the stream, yeah. Yeah, I think so. So see you around. You can go watch. Hey, Hoodlum Hours is still live, so I guess I'm gonna forward you there. And that's gonna be the thing. Yeah, big ups to Aquateal for the clip. Big ups to guys for watching. And oh yeah, let's read out the poll. Big ups Well Said for 3 months, who said big ups Team Divorce. Well, Team Divorce is in shambles right now. They're just coping at this point. They're coping because they put out all these business loans and mortgages to invest in Team Divorce, and now it's just falling apart. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I wanted to big ups on Team Divorce. Team Divorce taking fat L's recently. I don't want to back them up. I don't want to associate with them. So yeah. Anyways, big ups. Now you're going to get sent over to the Hoodlum Hours. If you want in-depth scientific investigation on the current events, you can go check him out. And yeah, I guess the real winner is Team Real but Inflated. Followed up by Team Fake for Pity Bucks or Team Real. So yeah, there we go. Anyways, see you around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on That Being Said today. Okay? Bye.